Today is Thursday, March the 19th, and I think we got the day that we wanted today. Advancers led decliners by 3 to 1. Dow volume was a little less than double what it would normally be, although this is becoming the new normal. So we'll see in the future how the relative volume number turns out, and we might see numbers more returning down to the 1 area because that's the new relative volume. We'll have to keep an eye on that. The Dow was up 1%, but the markets are down after hours. So if we take a quick look at this, the markets are down. Sorry about this jumping around. It's because of the Fibonacci is being recalculated. But overall, the market is down 41 after hours. I think Trump had another press conference, which undoubtedly was the cause of the market drop. We're going to take a look now at our market breadth. Look at that. The McClellan oscillator ticked up, right? This is all good news, but there's a bad news side to that because now we're looking at the summation index. But what we're seeing, let's look at the bigger chart instead. And what we're seeing is this series, there's our new point today, is we're seeing this series with the exception of this one here, 1, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6 higher lows. Well, this one doesn't count. We're going to see if it comes down and falls into a higher low. And that will mean that there's some bullish, I wouldn't say there's a bullish trend in the market, but there is some bullishness starting to come out. But our summation index, and this is the beauty of it all, our summation index has dropped and continues to drop, and that's okay. We need to have this big flush. In December of 2018, we had a flush, a bounce, and then a deeper flush, and then the market just from this point on just took off. And that's what we're looking to happen, but it's not going to happen while we've got the disorder that we have within the government. There's no amount of stimulus that they can throw at companies and at people that's going to make the market turn around. The market will only turn around when the companies open up and start doing business again, when restaurants are open, when car manufacturers are open. That's just the way it is. So we can expect, the best we can expect now is that our summation index will tick a little bit higher and just remain, this will be the low for the summation index. This is what we can hope for. We could see, as we did back in 2000 and, where was this? 2008, when the summation index hit its major drop, but the market did still go down, what was that? A year later, the market it took the market a whole year to drop after the summation index had made its drop. So we're going to keep an eye on that. We're going to keep an eye on the McClellan oscillator, and we're going to keep an eye on important things. The SPX was up 11, could be down tomorrow, but the key here is that we're maintaining the 38.2%. Frankly, when we lose that 38.2%, let's look at the weekly, we are pretty much going down to 21.35, this next area of support, and we could even go down to the 50% Fibonacci. So taking a 50% cut from, let's say, the Obama low, but now Trump has lost any gains that he had. So he took over January of 2017, so that would be right in here, in this area here. He has almost lost it all. So we could put in a Trump line here, but I won't. Apple down $2.37, but that's not bad because we're getting the bounce off the 50%. That's what we like to see. So we're keeping it. Let's look at the daily. With the daily, let's move our numbers out a little bit. We were down, but we're still above the 50%. So that's good news for Apple. Amazon, of course, was up. Caterpillar had a ranging day, was doing pretty well at one point. I think it was like 103. it ended up $1. I think it's high, there its high today was 104.43, but it ended up $1, and the stochastics are of course bouncing off the bottom. Coca-Cola continues to lose, and that's a stock that we want to keep an eye on because it has a good dividend, but it's suffering. And I guess if grocery stores are closed, people won't be able to buy Coca-Cola, even if unless they've stocked up on it. Whirlpool took a massive beating today, down another 7%. Clearly, people are not going to be buying white goods during this mess. But remember I talked to you yesterday about AGNC and their preferred shares, the series N, O, M, and P. And I'm currently holding the N and the P. I have had the O and I have had the M. They yield between 6 and 7.1% dividend, but because yesterday they were trading at $12 and $9.80, they were actually yielding yields in the teens. So I snapped up 300 shares of AGNCN yesterday rather, and a couple of hundred in P, and then today I bought more AGNCN, but I bought them at $17.90. But look at that, they were up 45 and 43%. At that kind of a dividend, you just can't afford to, I mean, this is their weekly thing, but look at how much it's bounced off of here. Here's your daily. And look at the volume. Now the volume is starting to pick up. And this is we have above average selling volumes. This is corporate selling in here. And now we've picked up. So this is AGNCP. AGNCN is a bit of a mess. There's actually more trading days to it than this. I don't understand why. It was released probably about 2 weeks ago. Certainly not 4 days ago. But take a look at them. But look for the preferred shares. AGNC itself still is paying its 16-cent dividend every month. And it reaffirmed that on March 13th. So that gave the holders of AGNC confidence when they didn't see the dividend being cut, even though the stock has taken a beating. But these preferred shares have a face value of $25. They need to be redeemed for $25 unless the company goes belly up. But the first people to lose money will be the common stockholders, and then the preferred stock, and then the bond holders. But I'm not sure if they have issued any bonds. I think they've only issued preferred shares. So we stand well protected. Their capitalization, the mortgages that they're holding on to, their book value is not reflective of this. They're selling for, AGNC is trading for $9.35. Their book value today stands at $17. So you can buy a $17 stock for $9. That's pretty good. I prefer the preferred shares. I do hold an awful lot of the regular shares in my Canadian RRSP. Just as a disclosure there, love the stock. It's been paying me dividends for about 12 years. That's it for today. What do we expect tomorrow? I just hope that we chatter. I hope that we have up and down days, but that we have hit a bottom from a market point of view. I hope that this is, let's look at our weekly. I hope that this is our bottom. Might not be. We could still go lower. But it's not the end of the world yet, is it?